And more links that come to your site, the more citations and backlinks you have. At 10,000 feet, more citations mean you're going to have a higher authority.
When I asked about the Google, you say location what?
A location extension is what you want to use.
So even though you don't want people at your home, you can hide your address, right?
No. You need to find an address, and the advice there is find a virtual office, find an address. Search engine optimization and Google Maps optimization, your site will appear higher if you have a physical address. So if you use your home address, that's fine. But if you don't want to use your home address, then you have to find an address, a mailbox that you can use as the business address. Have a Google My Business account, have a location, and then you can run the location extension.
Now, I found when because I use those every tool that is around that is free, and I compare, and I found that when I did my yellow pages, Yelp, you start ranking off.
Yeah, because you had citations. The business directories had links on them, which had a citation to your site, which your site then rises because your site has more authority. And that's search engine optimization 101. There's two sides of SEO. I'll talk about it now because it always comes up. There's internal and external to your site. Internal is all the technical parts of your site. It's your meta descriptions, your alt text, your titles, your H1 titles, the content on the site. All of that is your internal part of the site. You can optimize that. You can run tools that'll see how optimized that is. Try to get to as close to 100% as possible. That way, Google knows what your site and what your pages are about. Then on the other side, there's external, the side that no one knows about. And that's all of the business directories out there, all of the other blogs, all of the content that links back to your content. And more links that come to your site, the more citations and backlinks you have. At 10,000 feet, more citations mean you're going to have a higher authority. But then remember, all of those citations and backlinks, those URLs maintain an authority. And the higher authority sites that link to your site is going to raise your site even higher. So we used to say that the Harvard Business Review, because it had such a high authority, was the gold standard of backlinks. If the Harvard Business Review linked to your site, which again, we're not going to make that happen, but for example purposes, if Harvard Business Review linked to your site would automatically skyrocket in organic rankings because their site maintains such a high authority. So find sites that have a high authority, have them linked to yours, find business directories that have a high authority, make those directory submissions. Those links are going to link to your site's going to rise.
Is it possible to get a citation which will lower your rank?
Yes, there is. There are negative backlinks that can get created, and those are from sites that are spammy, from sites that Google has flagged. They will be negative towards your site. The SEO tools that are out there will tell you. Yeah. Search engine optimization. So that's how you work yourself up in the organic rankings.
So a couple of years ago, I had a company.
Yep.
Before I had any online presence, except for people could order from my site.
Yep.
That was it. They did some videos for me, but it's under their business. Mm-hmm. So are you saying that likely if somebody was to, so if somebody watches it, it's attached to theirs, it's on their YouTube page, then it would go to their stuff. It wouldn't come to mine.
Well, it depends.
They reach out to them to ask them to make it link to mine.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? Like, so sometimes I find that a lot where businesses will hire someone and then that video is on their YouTube page or on their Facebook. Yeah. All they have to do is tag your page or link to your website. Specifically from YouTube, let's say in the bottom in the description they write that they had a fun time doing this video, part of their portfolio. Please visit www.xyz company, which is your company.
Right.
And what that's going to do is that link still is going to provide a low authority backlink back to your site. Okay. Anything social media, any links that come to your site from social media, they provide value, but they're lower value in the eyes of Google because they're easier to create. What they're really looking for is they're looking for third-party people, third-party sites that aren't connected to yours to validate yours. So any blogger that writes about your website is going to be a higher value authority backlink to you. Again, it depends on their authority of their site, but Google's going to see that and they're going to say, you know what, someone random says that this site is trustworthy. That means that this site is probably trustworthy.
So last